sometimes I get a lot of papers to correct. And I don't really want to correct all those papers because I have to sit there and look through all the individual details and make sure that everything's done right. And if there are a lot of papers, I try to rush through them and it doesn't really work that well. So what I decided to do a few years ago was, if you're doing an activity in class where most of the answers and most of the data is taken in class and there's not a whole lot of out of class work and you're working in a small group, please turn this in one per group, because that's one for every 2 people or one for every 3 people. And if you do that, that reduces the amount of paperwork that I have, which allows me to focus better on your individual papers and make sure that those papers get corrected well. You get better, more legitimate feedback. Don't try to do this one per group thing if you've done most of the work or one person has done most of the work outside of class. That doesn't work. And then you can just work together in a small group and get it done and agree on answers. And then I don't have to look at the same thing 3 or 4 or a couple of times, exactly the same answers. Because a lot of times if you're doing this in a class, together you have exactly the same word for word answers. So why not just do one for every 2 or one for every 3, one per group? I love it. It allows me to spend more time planning, more time dealing with individual students, and more time doing the things that are more valuable rather than correcting the same thing over and over again. One per group, generally a really good idea.